Hey, hey all, I am back. So last night's painting, I'm gonna give you guys a little close up. Ooh, sorry, ring lights. Bright, and this stuff is super reflective, but oh, it's so pretty. So, that was last night's. Lots of people liked it. So I'm doing one similar. I'm using same black, same hot pink, but a few other different pinks in there. So yeah, I didn't know everyone liked those so much. So I totally skipped ahead. So I don't have to mix this for 3 minutes, so you don't have to see the boring part. Unless you guys have questions, then I am more than happy to answer if I know. If I don't know, I can find out. So, again, I am mixing Stone Coat Countertops Craft Coat. About a 45-minute working open time. So I have the blacks. Like I said, I like to mix mine. So just random Amazon black and ooh, Stone Coat's black base tint. You can't see that because my light is too bright. I'm also using, which I love this one, Platinum Rose. So this one is Resin Art Luster Pigment. I think it's a part of their like diamond collection or something awesome and sparkly like that. This one is, a lot of people really like that one. Same one, Pink Pop, because that was a huge hit next to the black. Bling It Violet Sparkle in in violet, because I just said that. You're welcome. And I'm going to do, well, this is the Color Obsessions Rose Gold 006. So I'm going to mix this into some resin, and I'm also going to float some over the top with just kind of picking up some of the dry pigment. So, pre-mixed. You guys don't have to wait for that because it's really boring. But otherwise, this one is highly, highly pigmented and like a very fine powder. Where like this is, it almost looks like coffee grounds kind of, but it's dry. So, but I love their stuff. This one though, because it is such a highly pigmented color, you actually have to break it down with isopropyl alcohol beforehand. The more you mix it and the smoother you get it, the better your resin's gonna sit. If not, you will end up with these like little chunks of darker color, and then the rest will be lighter. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, let me know. This is the art coat, so it's not quite as strong, and it doesn't have the heat resistance and durability that the countertop epoxy does. Yeah. So yes, we'll mix. Oof, my hands cannot hold this right today. We've done hair all day, so working with no shoes on, and let me tell you, my feet feel so much better. It was a long day. It was a wonderful day, but it was a long day. Now tomorrow I get to do drywall. Again, I'm super slow on posting pictures, but the bathrooms turned out amazing. So I will have to show you. Like I said, the homeowner picked this really, really cool, like barnyard. It almost looks like a wood, but it's blues and grays and whites, and it turned out like absolutely gorgeous. I kind of thought it looked a little bit wild before I started, but I do have to say I was very pleasantly surprised because it did. It turned out really, really beautiful on. So I will show you guys before and afters. Hopefully after this I'll be done with drywall for at least a week, because my skin really, really does not like that stuff. Hi, Amanda. Oh, we miss you like so much. You'll have to tell us when you're coming back up, because we miss your beautiful face. Lots. And I'll have to plan, well, not anytime soon, our winter party whenever Mom's in town. Oop, I'm making a huge mess, you guys. Good thing I'm just pouring resin on this canvas. So, I didn't paint the canvas. Oh, I thought my YouTube star was coming. What are you doing? Faith Ann.
I'm going to see some moon.
She's going to see the moon. My random child. Okay. Totally just squirreled. Yeah, that's it. I think she's howling like a werewolf at the moon. Painting. Okay, so I did not paint the top of the canvas. I did prep the back, so I sprayed water on it. Oh, there's my Miss Faith Ann.
You didn't even call me.
What's on your face? Did you bonk your face? It's not on your forehead. No, it's not. Say she has preschool tomorrow afternoon. It's on your cheek. Why'd you try to play with makeup and miss your mouth? You never know at our house. At least she's like not all up slapping the camera. Or my phone, not the camera. I miss you. We miss you too. I'm going to move this out of the way so I at least can get a little bit closer. What's that?
I want to buy my eye.
Well, kind of by, yeah, a little bit. Did you bonk?
My
Oh,
eye?
this one's so pretty. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me mix that just a tiny bit more so you guys can see.
Okay.
This platinum rose, it's kind of a rose gold-ish with almost, okay, this is going to sound really stupid, but it makes sense when you see it. It's a platinum rose with almost like more of a silver to it. You'll see. I sound semi-sped, but it is so stinking pretty. That's all I have to say. I don't know. Glitter is like one of my favorite colors. So
I was trying to go like this.
you're trying to go like that? Where?
Under the table, and then I bumped my head
I-
and my eye.
I bet you bonked it. I definitely see the bonk. Got to be nicer to yourself. You only get one of you. Be good to it. That hasn't worked yet. I still try though. All right. Ooh. Yes, and she has dance tomorrow too. We are just gonna have a fun-filled day and hopefully a much-needed date night. He's not watching. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. Pink pop. Super pink. But that's why I kind of like to mix more of a matte color with a shimmer or something with a sparkle, because I think the two colors play off each other a lot better and they just seem to stand out and pop a little bit more. This one is just the violet sparkle, so it really, you can't see anything unless it looks kind of a cloudy white, but it actually, if it can, nope, it's too sparkly. It can't zoom in on the sparkle. But this actually has kind of a violet undertone, which you're not really, you wouldn't see it if you went over a white, but if you go over a black, it looks crazy badass. So just mixed a little bit of that in there because, yes. So now this is the actual 006 rose gold color. Depending on how hard or how much heat you use, sometimes the metallics will float up being mixed in resin. Most of the time, I don't really see that happening though, so I tend to dry dip it. I don't actually know if that's a term, but I made it one because it sounds, actually it sounds kind of dirty, but it works for resin. So this is the actual rose gold. It looks really golden now. When it does float, it will look a lot more rose. So I am going to move all of these so I don't make a huge mess. And I have 4 more coasters to do, so I'll probably stop it at the end and then do more coasters. Is that Marissa? Hi, Marissa! So basically scraping bottom. When you mix this, you want to mix it for a full 3 minutes, like really, really good. Scraping the sides, scraping the bottom. Yeah. And if you guys haven't heard yet, I started a YouTube channel. It's kind of crazy. But I'm more comfortable. It sounds weird. I'm totally not comfortable doing these, but I'm more comfortable doing these on here because I know the people that are watching them. That sounds, I don't know. Just makes me feel less weird about it. Maybe I'm the weirdo. Probably. Hi, Marissa. So now I'm just totally spreading out the clear. I'm gonna try not to let it drop off of these cups, and I have a cat hair in it already. Don't know. Such is my house. Okay. Yep, and I can't, when your hands have resin, it's really not easy to pick up a hair. So that is when I recommend having like a tweezers or a toothpick or something. Makes it a little bit easier. So I'm not going to have enough clear resin to spread it all out, but that's okay because I can kind of manipulate it. It's like finger painting, but for adults, and it helps when you're stressed out. This is what I started doing when the poo hit the fan, when I have now a teenager. So this was my come in the kitchen, pour my glass of wine, sit and play with this, and by then it's nighttime, and then I'm relaxed enough to go to bed. Sounds weird, but art is semi-therapeutic. It just works. Okay, so I'm gonna do, so again, this has the base tint mixed in it, so you want to blow colors over it to create those desirable cells that everyone wants. I have no idea really what I'm doing today. There's no plan. I just got colors. That's basically it. Colors that people wanted. We'll kind of go more Gemini style or something. Like a mimic or a mirror or a dripping. Alright. That's that. I'm going to put this like sparkly one, the interference, next to the black because I think it's going to turn out good. We'll see. I'm going to do kind of thinner lines of that. I'm going to do it on both sides, so we'll see if they pop a little bit more. Ooh! It's so hard to see because maybe it's, hopefully it's not hard for you guys and the comments aren't completely in the way, but any of this that has touched the black is like awesome purpley, pinky, cool looking. Alright, so there is that. So black, that. And I want my hot pink. Where do I want my hot pink? Alright, that's going to be kind of the statement color. Do have to save a little for afterwards because I had someone who loved the coasters and wants another set. Ugh, if I don't knock all of it off of my cups. And then swear again. Alright, so this is that Platinum Rose. So once I pour it all down, I'm not going to do as much of the swipe technique this time. I'm just going to grab my heat gun and kind of blow it around and see what happens, basically. Ooh. And I'm really getting messy this time. That's alright, though. So you kind of want to spread it out a little bit. You want to cover all the spots, like, so I didn't spread enough of the clear resin over it. You want the resin. Yes, you want the resin to cover the canvas. That was the word I was looking for. So, I mean, you can do it with your hand, you can do it with the popsicle stick. At least with the darker colors, you can see better what needs stuff where, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to kind of squiggle these in, or you can, you know, tap your fingers on them, whatever works for you. But I was thinking, so I don't really know how to go about doing this, but I'm thinking maybe, you know, how people do like the paint nights and have some crazy awesome artists that can teach you how to do anything, even when you suck at drawing stick people. So I'm thinking about doing that, but for resin painting. So I just have to figure out kind of where would let us do it, because if resin gets on something it's not supposed to, it's done. Unless it's plastic, then it can peel off. But so it would have to be covered really, really well, and I don't know if like resin paintings or resin coasters or something cool and fun. We will see. All right. putting a little bit more of this in there. We're going to spread stuff around a little bit. I might add just a little bit of that. Like I said, no rhyme or reason. There is no right way. There is no wrong way. That's pretty much it. I'm doing a little bit more of the black. Just because, like I said, the more colors you can get blown over the black, the more selling you'll get. And that's basically what people want when they buy the paintings, is they want lots of cells. So it's not acrylic, however, so it does not sell up quite as easily as acrylics do. But I think I talked to Mallory and we might have to just set a date so I can learn how to do those. Never done an acrylic painting or pour or whatever you call it, but it would be probably really fun. And just a little bit more black because I have so much left over. All right, so now it's basically just spreading stuff out so the whole canvas is covered, which is already pretty good. Not a whole lot of spots left over. All right. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of heat it up enough to warm it up to pop the bubbles. And then I'm just going to blow it. And that sounds horrible. I'm going to use my heat gun and move it around the painting and see what it does. That sounds better. Again, kind of tired. I guess when I'm tired, I probably just shouldn't do these. But that's okay. You guys all know me, and you guys kind of have to semi-love me anyway. All right, so no rhyme, no reason. I think most of my canvas is covered well enough. Yep, except for that one stark white spot in the middle of the dark. Okay. Faith is watching something really weird. Okay. So eventually I'm going to get one of those cool, like, posted over the top so you can see all the awesome things happening. But I don't have that holder or camera yet, so you'll have to bear with me on this one. But this basically is just popping all the bubbles, because when you mix, you're incorporating a ton of air, but you have to mix it really, really well in order for it to cure correctly. Yeah, so the heat basically gets all of the air bubbles that you have incorporated in there to rise up to the surface and pop. So you get that super glass finish that resin is basically more known for. So, I don't know if I want to blow in or out, or maybe both. Both. We'll do both. See how it turns out. So, I'm just using kind of a low heat for now. Just because you never know and you don't want to burn your resin, because that really does not look good. I'm just moving it around right now. Ooh, I can see some of that gold floating up. So it sounds weird, but if you overload it enough and there's enough pigment, it will start floating on its own, which is cool. I want to see this like sparkly purple color. It's giving me a hard time. Alright, well, I was going to try to go kind of both ways, but I changed my mind. Brooke and Brenda, we miss you. Oh, Brenda and Brooke, we miss you guys too. I feel like the uncool dance mom now. They just sit there. And now Jada's not in hip hop. She's in, what is she in? Oop. She's in, wow, I'm really that tired. Lyrical and high kick because hip hop had such a waiting list. Alright. That actually looks pretty cool. Has some cells, not super crazy ones, but I like it still. Oop, I keep turning it off. So we really miss you guys too. Hugs to all. Okay, so I really like whatever is going on over here. So that's like, I think that's the pink blowing over the black. But this is black blowing over the pink. But I did add some extra powders, so sometimes it's like a super crazy science experiment that you have zero control over and you just get whatever you get. Yes, that is resin paintings completely, actually. But I did end up getting some of the rose gold to float, which I love. But I am going to add, I think, more of this. Which means I might have to mix a little bit more resin for my coasters, but if my painting turns out really cool, I don't really care. Alright. And this. So that's the fun thing with resin, is this one, at least, you have a good amount of working time. Like now, when you do countertops, you want a lot more working time because you need it depending on, normally I try to kind of break it down into sections so it's not as intimidating as like running all over the kitchen, because that is intimidating. Yeah. Alright. I really like how a couple of those spots turned out, so hopefully it turns out the same. We will see. Alright. So, I'm going to heat this up. So every time you basically are pouring onto your canvas, you're going to want to reheat it, because this stuff, there's still a bunch of air bubbles in there and they have not been released. Because it kind of creates its own gas almost. Ooh, I see some of that purple. Looks so cool. Yep, that turned out pretty cool. Now we'll see. It kind of is really neat because it spreads out, expands, and then contracts back in because it's self-leveling, and I haven't let it go too far over the edges yet, so it's kind of not pouring all over except for in the front area. She does love her dance classes, Brooke. She does. I think she has not been in either one of them in such a long time that I think she's a tad intimidated, but she does like them. But they are definitely challenging, but I think that's all their classes, as they try to get it as challenging as possible. If it's not hard, you're not growing or changing. So yeah. Oh, I just dripped. Nah. I'm gonna put one more little that there. So this one actually turned out pretty cool too. But I might have to mix just a tad more of the resin up just to make sure I have enough of that super hot pink. Yep. That turned out pretty awesome. Ooh. The depth in some of these cells are really cool. Like really, really. All right. I still don't really see enough dark over here. Gonna just put a little bit more, and then I'm fairly close to done. I think. We'll see. All right. I could, no, I'm not gonna. I could swipe, but I think right now, because I love all these crazy like blown out cells, I think if I swipe, it's just going to change it too much. Hi, lovely. How are you? It has been a while. Yes. That is pretty much exactly what I wanted. I'm going to thicken this spot up. Just because I think I was blowing so hard over it that way that it kind of thins it out. Oop, I'm knocking stuff over. Good, yes it has. It has been. I hope all is well. I want to say, I think last time you had, I don't know if it was a leg or a foot thing. It sounded scary and painful. So, I hope all is better now. So, that is how you create a quick, gorgeous resin painting. So you guys should definitely check out Cassie Ailes Agape Inspired Creations on YouTube. And pretty please subscribe and like it. Because, yeah, then I can do more. And hopefully I should possibly have another countertop coming up in a week or two, and I'm gonna try to see if it's okay if I tape some of that as well. Most people are cool with that, but gotta ask still just in case. I'm used to the needles. Oh girl. I mean, I am too, but in a not scary kind of way. No hospitals, no scary. I'm good without that. All right, so I'm just making sure I cover my edges really, really well and there's no dry spots. Sometimes there are in paintings and there's not a whole lot you can do, but I try my best to get everything well covered. So yeah. But otherwise, that is about it for this painting. I will try to, like I said, be on here a little bit more often. And then what I have found is I've figured out how to take this video, convert it into a downloaded thing, and then I can just bring it right over to my YouTube. So I was hoping, because I have more people on Facebook that are interested and know what I'm doing, that would go over to YouTube, but it totally doesn't work that way. You guys actually have to be on YouTube and then go over. So, all right. That is it. Let me see if I can, oh, I just dripped. So again, just like with the last one, send me your link. I definitely will. Just like the last one, this one will sit, it takes about 8 hours to cure to the touch. It takes 24 to fully cure, so you're not having to worry about it scratching up a whole bunch. But this was last night's. Turned out really, really good. So I had lots of good turnout, but like I said, you can try to go for kind of the same colors and the same thing and you will never get it. So I have tried on multiple occasions and it doesn't work like that. But yes, so if you guys have any questions or are interested in any paintings or coasters, let me know. You can just message me on here. Otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you all soon. Love you, bye.